Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to OZFortress Season 28, Week 7. We finally made it to the end of the regular season, and we could not finish on a better match, because we're bringing you Happy Feet versus Head Cavers, the current number 1 and 2 seeds, trying to work out who will be 1 and 2 seeds heading into playoffs next week. So either way, they're going to meet each other in the upper page playoffs, but who gets a bragging right of being that home team? I'm Fozzlm. Joined on the mic with me tonight is Michael, and on production we have the ever reliable Connor. Hey Michael, how are you going, man?
Yeah, I'm going well, Foz. Nice, nice Tuesday night mixing things up. Wait, no, it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, my dude.
It's Wednesday, man, it is. Still Wednesday night, even to prove my point more, swapping it up a little bit. It's not Tuesday or Thursday, so some nice Wednesday TF2. People get to see this one because it's not on a Thursday at 9 like seemingly every other game. So yeah, it's going to be good, top 2 teams, methodical maps to be played, and like you said, the victor, or the first seed going into playoffs will be decided from this game, as no one can catch up to them at this point.
Yeah, we did some kind of back of the book calculations just before going live, and I think you ran through all the possible scenarios, and even if Jasmine Beef managed to completely farm points off of their match this week, they're just outside the race. So it looks like the playoff 4 will be set, basically in the order it is right now, pending what happens tonight. So the 3 and 4 seed teams will be Jasmine Beef and Butterfly T-Effect, who, against these 2 teams we're seeing tonight, were the only teams all season to actually take a map off of them respectively. So I think, hopefully, it'd be nice to see, a map traded from both teams, just to add to kind of the heightened tension of it all, make it a bit more dramatic, as both of these teams are popping off in pre-game. But it's going to be quite interesting to see what goes down tonight.
Yeah, definitely, and I guess we should. I've got a bit to talk about maps, but we should run people through who we're actually seeing play tonight before we get deep into those maps.
That is a great suggestion. So I'll start off with Head Cavers, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
So the Scout Duo, we've had the Scout Duo that have probably impressed me the most all season of Sam and Dork. Dork in particularly really stepping up to this high prem atmosphere. Murking tonight is the ever infamous Paulson. Whether or not he'll perform on Soldier is yet to be seen. On Pocket Soldier will be Hertz. Demo Man is Enrif, and Medic is Doge.
Yeah, and on Happy Feet, we have a very, very friendly Scout duo for all soldiers. We've got Aisha and Down on Scouts, the anti-air gun of Prem this season, I feel like. Then we have Fane on Roma, Yule on Pocket, Redcoat Zygote on Demo Man, and then we have Silvo murking on Medic instead of Dogroll tonight. Pretty beefy rosters.
Yeah, these guys are the top 2 seeds for the reason. Anyone who's been following the scene for any length of time, at least recently, will kind of, not have really been that shocked that these are the top dogs. You said you had a lot to talk about with the maps tonight, and we will be seeing Process and Proland, so the double Pro. Yeah. What's on your mind, man?
So, you see, something that you said before that kind of triggered me onto this train of thought is trading maps. That's going to be a big thing, is trading maps. If one team loses the first map, they want to take the second map. If one team wins the first map, they want to win the second map. The more you win, the easier it is to get first seed. But we're playing Process and Prolands, and Prolands certainly more infamously so, but they're both very, very slow maps, or they can be. And when you've got teams that are as good as this against each other, that have been playing against each other for years, like even though these lineups may not have existed for years, I guarantee at some point these 2 combinations of players have played each other on Process at some point. And they've all played Process against each other in pugs hundreds of times, without exaggeration. So there's really not going to be a lot that's going to catch either team off by surprise. So it wouldn't shock me if we do see a very, very, almost too methodical game come out tonight. And I'm personally expecting low score lines on both maps.
Yeah, because again, I'm completely with you there. These are kind of process is like the competitive de facto map it has been for a while now. Badlands passed its baton on with that title, however many years ago now. Badlands obviously, oh, well, I will be cut off my fort as both teams have readied up and we will be going live. So, Michael, before we get to this first mid fight, let's hear some predictions, at least for map 1.
2-1, I don't know who wins.
I'm going to go 4-2 on the side of Headcavers as we get to this first mid fight. A really nice rollout by Redcoat, Enrith mirroring him pretty well as we see both teams just kind of playing this fairly calmly. It looks like Fane is just going to get a bit of position up on this left side as Aisho will take the crate, so neither team really wanting to commit early with this soldier aggression, and I don't mind that with how much is on the line. There we go, Paulson in with an early bomb, which allows Hertz to get a bit of room, but they're not getting anything, and Aisho does pistol down Enrith, which is massive. That's so much zone to nail down, and the team of Happy Feets, the team of Headcavers do seem to know what they are backing out, not losing a second pick. No, Dork was actually in and down cleans them up as well. So a really nice, slow, methodical mid-fight won by the scout duo of Happy Feet.
Yeah, definitely, and especially Aisho just getting so much spam across the point. But in the meantime, Redcoat, he's pushed very aggressively into Dork.
Oh my god, that is excellent aggression from Aisho. That was, that is how you play like a super hyper-aggressive pocket scout to a T. Hertz will bomb in late, but I don't know what he was doing there. He had a chance to get onto the medic as Down just stands on the point, and that first round after a really passive mid-fight, Aisho and Down just went to work, and I don't know any way to put it other than just put a stranglehold onto Headcavers there. That was exquisite teamwork.
Yeah, it was just like drip feeding was the Headcavers team. The Enrith followed by both of his scouts over the time of a minute. But we're underway on our second mid. Enrith, he's getting healthy and looking to put some damage across, but Doge, he's eating some spam early on. You've got Hertz making the first move now. He will fall back to his team as we're seeing things fall into place. Redcoat, they try to fall onto him. They'll get Aisho instead, though. Trading a scout for a scout. Be happy with it, as arrows are just flying out. So many.
Oh, Paulson had a chance to do so much damage, but instead lost a 1v1 against a scout in tight space when he could have just shot the floor, and that has allowed Happy Feet to get a really nice position on the mid-fight. And again, Headcavers don't lose that many on the mid-fight, but they just get slowly out-muscled, and I don't know how Redcoat stayed alive there. Like, was it... Did Down or Aisho literally eat a rocket for him or something? Because he was on a slither of health and he was being targeted.
I think Aisho ended up eating the rocket for him there. That's why Aisho died. So not a bad trade at the end of the day. We do have Down going down, as it's not going to be as catastrophic for Headcavers this time. They will be in a spot to at least hold second. They didn't lose their demo and then a scout very shortly afterwards. So Paulson trying to get a bit of a spam attempt will get shut down before he can get through choke. As here is where we see the lovely process game starting.
Yeah, and this stalemate is it can be a doozy. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Down or Aisho sack in again just for sniper, and it looks like that's what Down's doing. He's actually beelined along with Fane, and Down's causing a lot of distraction on the part, so Aisho gets hurt, so they do lose Fane and Down, but that was a lovely combined effort, sending a scout in through lower and then getting that soldier jump in, and again, Silbo was nowhere to be seen. Oh, he actually did take a bit of damage in Silver, but it looked like, I think that was Paulson didn't want to follow that up. He is going to jump in now, but I don't understand the timing he's going for. Yule and Aisho are just going to be able to easily back out and retreat to their medic. It looks like Headcavers are getting a bit of ascendancy on position, especially now they're sending a soldier in behind, but they've just instantly not decided to commit to that fight, and so it feels like they had a chance to be aggressive, even though, that sack came in well, but Doge is coming up, 70% Uber, but it's not going to be enough for Silver, and this team will get to push in. Hurt is good, but no, Redcoat goes down, so through all that, the only advantage I can see is they've given enough time to Doge to get Uber. Paulson jumps in and gets monstered by iShell, who was having some sort of match so far. As you'll actually manage to trade with Enrif, so somehow this continues to work out for the side of Happy Feet.
How does Enrith die there? It makes no sense. The Uber will come in through door 1, but Doge, he's got his Uber and is going to take it in on Sam. Happy Feet will get the gun and have to back out, and this is looking... yeah, they're just going to have to back up, trade it, even Ubers. Enrith's coming back up now. I don't think Headcavers are going to be liking their odds of pushing out here, but they do find iShow and lock in. That's a massive pick, as Down's actually in last as well. No scouts.
Yeah, and it looks like Yule's being really aggressive here into last. He will wisely back out. Oh my god, Hertz just misses horizontal rocket onto him, which would have completely monstered him. Redcoat is kind of stuck in no man's land here. Yeah, there's no way he was going to survive that. Some nice crisp rockets from Paulson, and the assistance from Enrip will take him out. So for the first time all map, it looks like Happy Feet have actually been put on the back foot. As soon as I say that, Hertz getting ready for a jump out of Swords gets immediately domed by Down, and that halts any and all momentum they might have had.
Yeah, and this is where we just see the rhythm of process coming in. It's such a big map. If your meds positioning themselves properly, you can live. It doesn't matter what happens, unless the only real exception is a sniper or a spy. One of those off classes you don't see coming and just instantly gets the kill. But otherwise, meds, they have so many opportunities to surf out, get out early with a scout, or do whatever they want, and you just get into the rhythm, you know? Force the Uber, get pushed back, try to push back in, win or lose, and you're still just kind of pushing between second to second non-stop. We do have Happy Feet trying to make some room for Down.
Oh, Sam, that was so lovely. He just monstered his way in. He realized that Choke was basically being only guarded by Yule, and so he just wisely decides to, you know, get that full 185. And Pursuit Hertz actually gets domed again, but it's not enough to take him down, but it's enough to kind of delay him, so he's not able to jump into the fight quickly enough. But it looks like Headcavers are finally starting to get some good position on mid. Bane will jump in as Down takes down Sam. This could be really fantastic to get a bit of work going on. Trags are being traded left and right, but Red goes down again as Down manages to find Dork. Down is really keeping his team in the fight here, and it's allowing Yule and iShell to move across the point. They're forcing all of Headcavers back into Sword, and iShell is flanking them. He's going to be on the combo in any second now, but no, decides to actually get his way back onto second to try to pull some eyes off of what could have been his team, as Hertz has been completely monstered, but will receive an arrow. iShell just single-handedly distracting Headcavers for about 6 seconds there.
Oh, and Down, he's set up a Joke, who he misses the shot, actually. Paulson, he's flying in. Down will have to back up as Paulson has made the space for the rest of Headcavers to come in. Still jumping around is Paulson. He'll back up to get some heals as Aisha has finally respawned back to the 6-on-6. But Down, he's still on Sniper. It's going to make it slow, and I don't think Happy Feet in this situation, they're not mad about it being slow. They're up around, you know? And with the pace that this game has taken after that first round, been fairly back and forward. They'll be happy to have something that can kind of force them to slow down on the side of Headcavers. As we do a feign going down.
Yeah, I like some of the jumps he was going in again, Redcoat. Lovely stickies, as always. You can kind of always rely on that. And again, so Headcavers, this is the best situation they've looked all map. You know, they do lose that Uber advantage they had, but it's kind of to be expected as Down will switch off of Sniper to go to that heavy weapons guy. So it looks like, again, we're going to slow down a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Sam or Hurt sack in to get that sniper pick, especially seeing the off-classes. Vayne is actually on side, so he is checking for that off-classing, but obviously too early to predict that. A really big bomb coming in from Paulson, who gets monstered in midair. It is enough for Enrif to come in and peek down the sentry gun, but oh my god, Vayne just comes in out of nowhere and gets Sam. It's not enough, and he will get taken down by Enrif, but it delays any aggression that might have come from Headcavers from those picks being traded.
Yeah, and that's the thing, so much of this map, it's you know, it's been making those plays. You've got Hertz going through door 1, hit some nice damage onto Silvo that Dork will try to follow up on, but Dork is a little late. Silvo's backed out of the door.
You're also really aggressive onto Bats here, who will eventually back down, but he was almost all the way into PC, and yeah, it seemed like Headcavers were kind of just a bit scattered around second, but again, we will just reset. Hertz, nope, he will just come up on Soldier, but Down is back on the Sniper, and he's been fairly successful so far, so, you know, you don't want to question his decision here, holding last, as a fairly standard setup. Got the level 3 on the point, which, you know, just denies each jumpers. Enrif actually getting juggled in lobby, but not able to connect that second rocket.
down. He's not having fun. He had a few opportunities for a big kill and just couldn't hit the shot. No one else is crossing his sight line through door 4. As he's just sticking on that far right side. No, that's left, Michael. Far left side of his. As he will now rotate over to the right side. Maybe try and make some room for himself in door 1 and 2. As, ooh, head cavers. I like this. So taking lobby, asserting themselves on the map, forcing Yule away from door 5. Sorry, his name wasn't there for me. But, yeah, we're going to try and see something happen. Paulson Hertz looking to get aggressive at the same time.
Oh,
Dork will die? Okay.
Yeah, Down was actually really close to being taken out. Fane completely bodies him as a bunch of frags get traded out of the way. So that will be the scout combo down for the side of Happy Feet. Headcape, sorry, for the side of Headcape is Happy Feet losing a couple of picks on their own, and they do lose the sentry gun now, so maybe in this confusion it would be a good time for them to just monster in a pick, and it looks like that's what's happening. Hertz is just rocket jumping his way into last. Paulson will jump in as well. There we go, they managed to get Silverdog, get the drop. This is fantastic work for Hertz. They pop off the Uber completely unnecessarily, but why not, you know, flaunt it if you've got it, and we get a 1-1 draw in the end from a really messy fight, and it was fantastic work capitalizing on it by Hertz.
Yeah, definitely. Getting right over the head of Silver. Silver had no way to time when that rocket was going to come, or even know if it was. So just, yeah, really clean bomb there. Hertz showing his prowess on the soldier class. But we're on the third mid. Enrith, he will get an arrow at pretty much the same time as Redcoat will get beamed up. Aggression starting to come in on the left-hand side from Happy Feet here. Getting aggressive. 3 players and both scouts looking to take down Paulson. He will be a little worm a little longer and finally go down. But Yule and Down as well will fall. And this is a little bit of height assertion coming out from Headcavers. Down and Hertz. Sorry, that's Fane and Hertz bombing each other, having to get forced back. And that's going to be Happy Feet retreating on the mid. Both meds staying alive. Maybe a chokehold trying to come out from Happy Feet, but I'm not too sure.
I was really, I mean, he goes down in the end, but I was really impressed with how Sam played that mid fight. When there was the opportunity to kind of go forward into the combo in a corner of, yeah, no, Sam, sorry, I lost myself in words there, just kind of replaying that mid fight back on my point. My point is, Sam played it really well, not necessarily getting a ton of damage off, but playing a really nice zoning game. As Hertz will kind of jump in just to get some intel of what's happening, does get rocketed down by Yule, which allows Paulson to jump in. Really lovely bomb, but Silver completely avoiding any and all damage. Lovely movement by Silver as Down picks up a pretty easy 2k there, and he will get a bit cheeky in IT there, but just back himself out as Yule just skyboxing himself for no reason, apparently.
I believe Silver pulled out what they call the Serpentine, just bobbing and weaving, doing everything he can, but Happy Feet, they can't make anything off of it. It's still even Ubers. The soldiers on Headcavers have the better spawn, so they're there already, getting that nice jumping opportunity from the second forward spawn. They can do that fast rollout, so it's very little time from when they spawn to when they're fighting. We're back at the same situation again, 1-1, 13 minutes in. And, I mean, these teams, they want to look at breaking this stalemate, and Headcavers, they have taken 4 players into IT. Paulson looking to maybe make a sack through. Oh, but
Hertz coming in with a late bomb here. He gets a double skull burn. He gets 2 rockets onto Silver, who again serves it beautifully. He's taken so much damage, but Hertz isn't able to fire that rocket around. And they do. Did they get the force out on Doge?
Yeah. The same time that burst. Yeah, the same time Hertz bombed it, you'll just walked through upper IT, landed on Doge.
Oh my god! Sorry, Paulson and Down trading there. In IT, there was a thing of beauty.
Yeah. Definitely. You've got Enrith, he had to get health, so he wasn't in a position to help his team fight this, but Sam, he's still making room, and he's made enough space for Enrith to get some spam in. He will have to back off after hitting a sticky or 2 onto Aisho. And, Happy Feet, they have Uber. And, Doge, he's sitting back and one, but with both soldiers, oh no, it's not even a soldier, Down, honestly, the slowest class on Scout to try and take this in.
Yeah,
Head
I mean,
is so close to the super.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with Happy Feet just kind of slowly walking in rather than, you know, trying a really aggressive move to try to catch Doge out. He was so close anyway, and being guarded really well at door 1, so it's a pretty low chance play of being able to catch him out there. So I don't mind them just kind of slowly muscling their way in. Hertz has been really aggressive, and Iceshell lucky to survive there, just kind of getting those low damage rolls every time and just managing to stay alive in lobby.
Yeah, and getting lucky on that pack spawn as well. I think came up just as he was getting shot by that last rocket from Hertz. Fane trying to get some spam onto the gun. He will actually get it while Dork is, I think, out of metal there. And Dork won't even rebuild the gun or go up on another off-class. He's up on Scout. This makes me think that maybe Headcavers, they want to try and take a fight and push this right out. They don't want to be dilly...
Enrith goes down, and that allows, at the same time, Fane manages to walk in and get a second jump in, so eyes are being turned from multiple directions. Iceshell's just walking on the point. Iceshell's going to do so much, and they force the Uber out. Then we go, the counter Uber comes in. Yuling down both trade frags, and surely this is all she wrote for this round. They've got a 90% cap. There we go. Iceshell, who started the cap, ends it in a very poetic way, and a lovely push coming in from Happy Feet after Enrith just getting caught out.
Definitely, and I mean, just that came down to it, honestly. Having Enrith down at the end of that Uber and having Redcoat up, it really seals the deal. When point control is the game, as it is on Lux, there's no backing in or backing out or pushing in, rather. It's all just playing that. I think Silvo did miss a arrow there on to Redcoat, but we don't talk about those. Both demos putting some decent spam out here, and Headcavers are really favouring their own right side, sitting both soldiers dead now. As Paulson does jump in and get pushed back, he'll go and get a pack. Yule will actually die, first player falling on the mid, but Enrith, he's getting pretty low from that spam, will eventually die.
Lovely long-range rocket. Doge actually takes them down, and with all the work Down's been doing to essentially lead a lot of the fights for his team, yeah, they know it, they are backing out immediately, and I don't blame them, because Down's probably been the MVP so far, along with his scout partner, so more enough reason to just, you know, concede and not trade up any more frags, kind of similar to what Headcavers were doing at the start of the map when they were losing these mid-fights. But, yep, back in even Uber situation, no off-class, we might be here for a while.
We might. The bus has been parked, the handbrake is up, and, Paulson's probably reading a bedtime story to his team. I think that's a good way to get themselves back into the game. They're down 2-1, 13 minutes left. Still, at the pace that these teams have been pushing, it's a lot faster than I thought, honestly. I thought we might be seeing like a round every 10 minutes or so.
Hertz actually coming in, and that's allowing distraction for Paulson yet again to pencil jump in. How does Silvo take no damage from these, like, literally 0 damage? Again, and they lose 3 players. Like, it's not even, like, his movement has been good, but at the same time, it's like, as soon as they get close to him when they're jumping, it's like, oh, we'll just aim our rockets in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
it's like he's playing mind tricks on them. It's amazing.
Why can't I get bombed like that, honestly? Like, it's just, it's amazing. It's happened so many times. Normally you get 1 or 2, and then they realize, like, oh, okay, he's moving this way. But he's just moving. Like, I don't know, they're just not hitting him.
Silvo might be the best medic in Prime right now, as a
Truly. Yeah, best medicine's Obla, I think.
Oh god, of course.
It's been really hard to come by someone as skilled and talented, but here he is, guys.
Sorry,
Doge.
I genuinely kind of want to look at his damage taken, like, now, but we'll wait until, you know, the end of the map. There we go, Hertzen with a really high bomb, just trying to get a bit of intel, seeing what he can over that little sine way. In a second, there we go, a counter bomb coming in, down gets taken down, and Fane unable to get, again, he gets 1 rocket onto Doge, so not too bad, but again, those 2 pigs, gonna be enough for Headcavers to muscle their way in here, especially if they catch out Yule manages to survive through that, just getting the pack at the nick of time, and the Uber flash, and him surviving allowed him to body block that Uber for enough time as Enrith goes down, so Yule just, by a mixture of skill and luck, completely negates that Uber almost entirely by himself.
Yeah, and I mean, Hertz trying to get out, he will eventually flee on low health. Paulson will die to Aisha on the flank.
Fane, really lovely follow-up onto that the lobby area there.
Definitely, as we have Happy Feet making another play at last. Fane will actually surf the scattergun shots all the way out to door 2, but Down and the rest of his team are not pushing the point. They are fleeing now, sacrificing Mule in lobby, it seems, but no, he won't get chased.
Again, I'm sorry, go on.
So I think at this point, Enrith just needs to focus on playing with his team. The amount of times I'm seeing him get caught out like on lasts, on seconds, on mids. He's just pushing out a different door, which I think is fine. But he needs to expect these scouts to chase him. These scouts can and will 2 or 3 shot him if he's got a buff. Like, you can't just be leaving it open and relying on the fact that you'll hit 2 pipes on a 100 ping scout. That is ISO.
Yeah, and
It's
speaking of
not
ISO, he has subbed over to the sniper rifle. He's taken that role away from down, so we can finally see what he can put up tonight. Obviously, just a brilliant DM player in general, so, you know, we're not doubting what he can pull off here.
Yeah, one of the best aimers, not even just like not even like one of the best TF2 players in Asia. He may be one of the most mechanically skilled FPS players in the region. He's got a bit of history in Counter-Strike as well.
Oh,
so
oh my god, they actually managed to bait both Sam and Hertz into trying to pick him in lower lobby there and catch them both off guard. So that's enough for Redcoat to start getting a bit aggressive here. And again, Paulson will be behind and he gets Bane in
that's
Redcoat.
huge.
So
That's
that
huge.
is a massive saving play there from Paulson. I'm not happy with how much Happy Feet delayed there. They could have gone in about 5 seconds before that bomb came in, and it kind of really backfired.
Yeah, the only thing is they still had that sniper, and they knew they have one scout there, and they just can't commit too hard there with the Uber. They knew the players were coming up soon, but Down and Silver, they're sitting on the point.
Oh, Silver's gonna... No way, Silver Dogs.
What?
Basically on his head.
No damage.
Already taken damage, and manages to clip a tiny bit of rocket to surf over to the side on the rocks below second. I mean, he is playing out of his mind so far. Like, genuinely some of the best medic movement I've seen in a while.
Yeah, that's insane. Man, like that's wild. Someone who plays medic against these players, although I frequently get rolled by them, I still play against them. Like, to hit no damage against a medic at this level is insane. It's insane. Like, and these players, they're so good. They have thousands of hours on their classes. And you'd expect a player like Hertz, if he's landing on a medic, he's going to at least hit 1 rocket. The surf is kind of out of his control, but he can't even hit it.
Yeah,
so he's on one tonight.
We're kind of past the point where it might just be fluke. Like, Silver just has his head completely in the game right now and is just kind of reading these situations. But obviously there is some luck coming into play. Like, no matter how good you are, people will hit their shots. But I mean, he's playing as well as you could want a medic to play at this point. Oh my god! There we go. Dork will clean him up, and we do actually see Hertz in really aggressively in IT here, which allows Paulson to jump in.
No, Yule's unlocked. What? Yule could have capped. Yule could have capped. He just walked in door 1, saw last point, but decided to jump lobby instead.
They get the force out while Paulson and Hertz kind of nowhere to be seen. Silverdogs, no! Oh no, Silverdogs dropped. Oh no, after all the positivity, after all the praise, that was... you have to be wary in a situation like that. But now Fane comes in, and Sam completely bodies him, and Silverdog's not happy in chat there. That is a rough... Like, that's rough.
That's so rough. And, oh man, Yule... I don't think he realized it. He must have thought there was someone somewhere on last. Last was his. Headcavers were not turning around at all. He could have stood on the point, capped it, and it either would have been round just from the cap, or Headcavers would have... Attention. Yeah, it would have turned them all around. He would have had a good second or 2 without anyone being able to react to stand on that cap.
That was just like a series of really unfortunate events there for Happy Feet, and now Headcavers are looking pretty slick right now as they push their way into second. Hertz getting a nice little jump in, will force Fane all the way back into his last point, so they get this point for free. In saying that though, Silverdogs will be up 100% on Uber, but Headcavers, they're not waiting, they're just pushing in with Sam, and they're using straight away, but I don't think they were expecting the Uber to come out right that second, and Redcoat has done a great job juggling them all the way back as Yule taking down Hertz. So again, I like the hyper-aggressive play, seeing if they could catch Happy Feet off guard in this, again, kind of, I guess, a bit rarer moment of ascendancy they have, but again, Silverdogs atoning for his early mistake, as Down's actually pushing out of rollout as Heavy there, just getting some of those cheeky shots onto Paulson before backing out and changing class.
Yeah, I think Headcavers, they are nearing the zone where they are feeling some pressure. I think it's fair to say that at this point in the game, Happy Feet, they've been in control for the most part.
Always. Yeah, Hurts.
Trading for the gun.
Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad.
Yeah. But Happy Feet, they've been in control for the most part this game. There's been the odd moment like this, where it's head cavers push. They can go into last. They have every opportunity to do something, and they've only succeeded once. There's 5.5 minutes left. If they win this round, then they'd need a fairly fast round to be able to win. I don't think either team really wants to go to Golden Cap at this point.
No.
And Happy Feet, they're in a position where they don't have to. Their last holds have been very solid. We do have Down on the sniper again, looking for any opportunity.
I am hesitant on Down. Like, Down has been a great sniper, but again, there's been a few in the last hold they're a bit lucky in the sense that head cavers weren't able to capitalize on them as much as they should, but Hurts again manages to just get caught out by Yule there, who will chase up on Paulson. Oh my god, Paulson does like nail him enough, but Yule does get both soldier picks, and things are going terribly for head cavers right now. This, again, if not, you know, an Uber trade on second here is enough to force them out, and Yule again gets his third kill on Enrif. So, I mean, in terms of, you know, the context of this map, Dork unable to do anything to Silvo, who again has just playing his movement brilliantly. But yeah, with 4.5 minutes left, Yule has just given his team a massive advantage. You know, at least for this moment in time. Yeah,
no demo on the mid. Sam and Doge, they're sitting on the point. They know that Enrith is going to be here soon. He's rolling out, but he's not jumping. He's actually waiting for the crit heal. Doge, he's had to come forward with Sam.
Paulson's managed to back up.
Wait,
no, okay, not fully, but
Silver got forced.
Yeah, so he's pulling ascendancy, and he's going to catch out Fane. No, they just trade rockets and have to escape lane away from each other. But in saying that, Yule gets taken down, so head cavers have actually managed to turn the tide here really well, as Doge is up on, as you said, a full Hooper advantage. So what looked like a fantastic opportunity for Happy Feet to slow things down in these final few minutes is going really badly. Is Fane, is he going to get his way out? He manages to just get himself onto that sloped roof and back out of lobby, so he will be alive for this last hold.
And the Uber that's coming in so early, they aren't risking any drops here at all. Silvo will not be getting his Uber. Enrith and himself sitting in the heaven area. But both soldiers jumping around. No one's died yet. This Uber has faded.
They didn't rotate well enough, and now Down's up on heavy and getting completely healed up by his team. They are starting to... They're not even pressuring point there while Dork gets caught out. Enrith on the low ground. Paulson's doing what he can onto Silverdogs. Managed to find one rocket, but it's not enough.
That is what happens when the poot shoot at you, but you don't shoot the poot.
There's still 3 minutes left, but Silver's on 100% Uber, and it's gonna require a miracle play coming out from head cavers, or a massive collapse off the side of Happy Feet, as they will push their way onto this mid fight here. You get the feeling that if they cap this point, they're gonna win the map, and Sam goes down really early. Hurts is hiding behind these crates, goes in for a bomb, but just completely mistimes it. I mean, Silverdogs uses Uber really early. Doge is on a silver HP, and iShell will make no mistake there. He's going to clean up. He's going to get caught out. Yeah, there we go. But Dork and Enrith are going to die too in 2.5 minutes. I mean, that's enough frags that it's... As all of the rest of Happy Feet make their way into last, it's just Sam doing what he can, fighting a single soldier, while Yule runs around and... Sideshow, the iShell will end up capturing the point. And there we go, 3-1 with 2 minutes 10 seconds left. I think it's technically possible for head cavers to get it to Golden Cap. Technically.
Oh no, I don't think it is. I think it is. Sorry, yeah, I don't think it is. It would be very, very. I think if Happy Feet sat AFK and spawned, maybe, but they aren't going to do that. It's pretty much locked in at this point. So yeah, we're going to see what they can do. Head cavers, they might try to make it a 3-2. I think that's a more respectable scoreline. Well, it is a more respectable scoreline than a 3-1, but Hurts and Paulson will both bomb in. Again, Silvo hasn't taken any damage yet. Sam will be the first one.
There we go. Dork will get a medic. Kill status. Fane will clean up Enro, so again, players just having a bit of fun with DM at this point. You'd like to think. Sam actually, oh my god, to get those shot onto Duel and almost take down Fane as well. I mean, he just almost went beast mode in a largely irrelevant fight. Dork v Fane, Dork v Fane, and the winner is Dork by technicality.
I don't think Dork won. Fane just lost. That's all that happened there.
You take the W no matter how you're giving it.
Take it. Yeah, if you did not get the L, that is the dub. And,
that's the dub.
Dork will take it. He'll claim the mid for his team with a minute left. Both mids healing up. Pretty much even Ubers. 10% between them. We might just see one more Uber fight, and that'll be map. So Hertz, he's bombing in, trying to feed himself some more damage. Paulson could have actually maybe redeemed himself on the silver there. He won't get anything. Both soldiers will fall as well as Yul, and Sam just gets slammed into the wall. He's dead. Fane as well as down, actually. Frag's trading.
Yeah, just a bit of fun DM time as it will be Scout Demo Med versus Scout Demo Med. There we go, Redcoat in with a massive bomb. He gets one lovely shot off onto Doge, but it's not enough before Enrif pipes him up. Aisha's just going to run in. It would have been lovely if he gets a Kato, but no, Silver, your stats. Think about your stats as he gets another drop. Have all of Silver's deaths been drops?
No,
I think he's had one or two more.
Close.
But yeah, bit disappointing from Silvo there, as there we go. The time eventually winds its way out, and after a very slow, intense match, it does go the way of Happy Feet. I mean, I say tense, even though it was a relatively close scoreline, they look like the better team for 70-80% of the map there.
Yeah, honestly, mostly. A lot of the positions that Happy Feet put themselves into where they got pushed back to last and into second from mid, I feel like it wasn't necessarily something wrong that they were doing. They just kind of ended up losing a fight. There was no like tangible reason as to why. And not to say that even Headcavers were doing anything poorly. I just think for the most part, like, Happy Feet just managed to control the momentum of the game better. And
I feel all of their big momentum shifts, and again, this isn't to pin the blame on him, and it's certainly not what I'm intending, but it's something that was definitely noticeable throughout the map. All of the big momentum swings going the way of Happy Feet happened when Enrif was being caught out. Like, he put up a fantastic map. I think he actually topped the server on damage at 282, which again, for a slow game, not cracking the 300 mark, it's what you kind of expect. Enrif put up a fantastic game, but there were just these few moments where he would just be, slightly out of sync with his combo, or Happy Feet would put in a really nice coordinated play, and him dying would be the catalyst to Happy Feet aggression, and I think that was the big difference.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at Enrith, he played well at the very top there, dying at those key moments, and then in terms of damage, at least, there's just that sea of blue. Both scouts, Yule and Redcoat, all between Enrith and the next player, which is Hertz on his team for damage. And I just realized Doge died twice.
I mean, we were talking up Silvo, but for all that, Doge is a fantastic medic, and that stat line shows you got to feel bad. 2 deaths when you lose 3-1. Like, you kind of assume that if you lose a round, like, your medic's typically going to have 1 death, like as a kind of rule of thumb. So,
although I will add, 2 of Silvo's deaths were in that last throw. No, they were in that last throw.
Oh, the last minute,
And also 1 of Doge's deaths was in that last round. Doge went the first 28 minutes of the game with... Okay, Doge went the first 27 minutes of the game without dying.
Did he go 4 rounds with 1 death?
His first death was at 27 minutes and 20 seconds into the game.
Okay. We were both talking up Silvo, and rightfully so, because he had no right to survive some of the bombs that were being put on his head, in the slightest. But holy shit, Doge just playing that kind of silently majestic game, and maybe
that's insane.
You got to give the nod to Doge there.
And on a loser, like he lost with a death score like that. That's impressive to have no deaths 27 minutes into a game when you're losing that badly, and then to have I'm happy to call that a 1 death game. Right? He died on that last mid just walking around, but yeah.
On that topic, I just got this stat sent to me as Doge leaves the server, so we have a bit more time to wax lyrical about him. He took 68 damage a minute. He took essentially 2/3 of a rocket every single minute of gameplay.
He was
that's
just
absurd.
yeah.
Like, when you just consider, even in stalemates, how much spam is just part of the game. Holy fuck, that was a medic masterclass. And it was like a medic masterclass that was so good you didn't notice it. Like,
Yeah.
That was phenomenal. And again, you feel bad that his team wasn't able to get it done around him. And you know, it's not like Hertz and Paulson didn't have bad bombs. Again, like on the flip side, as we said, Silverdogs was just surviving everything.
Yeah.
I think the big difference from me is, you know, you give Enrif a bit of ascendancy over Red Coat, a bit maybe. I think it really came down to, you know, when we said the rosters, I think I gave my credit to Sam and Dork as being the scout joy that impressed me most over the season. But Aishao and Down in particular, they really controlled the pace. Aishao, I think, in the first 15 minutes, really dominated as much as you can in a slow game, and then Down in that second half was a big difference makers. Oh my god, Yule and Payne hitting every shot in pre-game.
And I mean, also Yule top damaged on his team. Like, Yule was just in a really good position in so many spots in that game. And he just, like, again, kind of like Doge, just very quietly having a good game, putting in the performance that, honestly, we expect from Yule. It's just the way he does it. Like, you see these players, you know, like, they super flashy players. It's, you know, it's the highlight reel players, your pug stars, the people that you're first picking in your pug because they're absolutely insane. And then you've got Yule, who's just gonna rock up to a game, he's gonna pound. You know he is. You don't know how he'll do it. Sometimes he will be that player where he just hits middies and hits the fat bombs, but there are times where he's just that silent hero, killing one or two players every fight and getting it done for his team. So we do have both teams readying up as I'm gonna change things up a little here, Fozz. I think we're gonna see a fast game.
Oh, okay.
I think 7 rounds total, 5-2 to someone. 5-2 to Happy Feet.
Okay, I was about to say you can't back out giving a team prediction both times. I'm gonna keep it slow. I'm actually gonna go for the same scoreline. I'm gonna go 3-1 or slightly. I'm gonna go 3-1 for the side of Happy Feet as we get a really early aggression coming in, and oh my god, all of Happy Feet, while we ramble on with words, just absolutely collapsed down, doing some breakdancing on the point. And why not when you get that team wipe? That just happened in about a 2-second time span.
Doge just got bombed. Like there's really not a lot you can. And that's one thing. Is on Badlands, if the other team wants your medic dead, your medic is dead. There really is not a lot you can do about it. You have a little bit of brawling in the upper lobby area, but both teams will chill out for a little bit. We're gonna have the Uber coming up on Silvo fairly soon, healing everyone up. I imagine we just see probably a scout demo top left. Yep, here it comes.
And you kill Dork right mouse gets about half that Uber taken up. Aishao will come in, but they still haven't got the central gun. There we go, finally taking it up, but no one's been able to get anywhere near point. Yule gets completely destroyed, but actually manages to skip across and do a ton of damage. Aishao doing so much on point. Breaker trying to finish off, and Hertz actually, I think, accidentally gets juggled away at the last second and is unable to do it. So a valiant last defense by the side of Headcavers, but it just wasn't enough. A really nice play from the Soldier Joy of Yule and Fane, just getting it done at the tail end of that Uber.
And another quick opening round from Happy Feet. I think this time they might want to control the pace a little bit more. You've got Fane up in the other team's shithouse right now, and right on top of Dode is himself. And Down will finally get it.
But Enrif on the other side gets a really nice dual pipe frag. Silverdogs is being caught out. No, he's separated away from the side. Sam is surely going to clean up this easy frag. Silverdogs, are you actually going to He just manages to make it into forward spawn with the help of Fane. Really lovely work, Fane, coming in last second.
But he has to leave. The thing is, he can't backspawn.
He's trying to see if he can make it out there.
No,
Enrif gave up and so did Sam. Fane just did enough.
That's huge.
That was really great work by Fane. He wasn't able to clean up Sam, but in a soldier position like that, like, again, with how good Sam is, you don't expect Fane to be able to live there. And he just did enough, not only to let Silvo survive in the first place, but give him enough protection that he didn't have to lose his Uber charge, and now he has about a 50% advantage. He pops so easily, so Redcoat can just break all the way behind. Oh my god, Redcoat, what the fuck was that?
He just went flying. He's so far in, but they got nothing. All they did was lose Redcoat. They get 2 picks in the meantime. And it looks like we may have a little bit of a downtime. I just want to quickly, in case anybody doesn't know, so the reason we emphasize Silver not being able to backspawn is because in the rules of ozfortress, you are not allowed to backspawn and retain your Uber. That is seen as essentially like an exploit. So you cannot do that. So if Silver chose the safe option to backspawn there, he would have ended up being even Ubers and would not have allowed for Redcoat to do that massive bomb. As we are seeing some trading. Oh,
we're
wait.
also seeing a back is down. It's, oh my god, down will clean up Paulson. He's gonna get this. He's gonna start running all the way into last.
That's around. That's around. No one spawns in time.
Yeah, Dork is up not for another 6 seconds. Down while we're trying to go through the logistics of medic spawn. Completely just dominates. And again, it's a scout duo of Happy Feet who come up big and they take a really clean 2-0 lead.
That was not the way I thought they'd win that second round, I'm not gonna lie. I thought they'd kite that Uber.
After Redcoat going in for that bomb with Uber?
That was insane. I don't think I've ever seen a demo like fly so far. It was so smooth, but he's getting bombed so early. Dork is on him.
Gets completely destroyed at the same time by Yule, just as he goes down as well.
Yeah, and we've got a nice 4v4 right now. Paulson is separated from his team and he will actually leave so low. 1 health. We'll get the resup. Whoa.
That was
Gotti.
That was, I mean, you know, doesn't have a death to his name for this round so far.
Wait.
What are you noticing?
I see a Frenchman. I see a Frenchman. Down is on the spy. Hello.
I'm liking this play. I'm loving a bit of Badland Spy. Anything to make this map interesting.
Yep. And he's through choke. Oh,
he
Sam!
immediately gets walked into by Sam.
Did he live?
So, yeah, that lives, but I mean, he's got a long, humiliating trek back to Fozzlm.
They'll be paranoid enough, though, to make up for the time. They will. You see, OG's running around. He may not be necessarily looking behind. They know he's probably going to go back, but until you see him, you actually just don't know, so play safe. Unfortunate for down there, but
I mean, look, the big IQ play is you delay it long enough that they think they've changed class. You stay on spy, but you friendly disguise as sniper. That's a high IQ player, so it will get trapped out on the flank there.
And you've got Yule going through the
Oh my god, Yule! He gets it!
That's huge.
Forces Doge into a really, like, I mean, Doge either had to drop or force that he was in no position to survive. That was a lovely bomb by Yule, and it really didn't seem like he was able to get enough positioning there. So, time that beautifully off the back of a Hertz getting caught out.
Yeah, and you've got head cavers there. They're backing up to look at doing a forward hold. So they're going to play themselves on battlements until they have to give it up. They'll wait for the spam to come in. Redcoat walking forward. It will be not too long until that happens. But I imagine they're going to position themselves in lobby until they get Uber. And yeah, here you go.
Oh no, Enrith! Oh no, Enrith with the perfect lobby door trap, and you can't afford not to check that at this level of game. That's... I mean, again, heads-up play from Enrith, you know, that's what you expect your demo to do, but on the flip side, on Happy Feet, that's what you expect the enemy demo man to do.
Yeah, it's, that's... Look, I can give Silver a break because of how, like, much damage he avoided on that last... he can have a... Actually, no, never mind, he did drop 3 times last game as well. I retract that statement, Silver, what do you do? Bait your team.
And again, one of those drops was kind of in one of those situations again where, like, you can't let that happen. And and again, it's kind of a mirror of what happened on that round back in process.
Yeah, for head caver's sake, I hope it's not an actual mirror of what's happened just then, because Redcoat, he's doing the same traps. They are there. So where will Doge go? He's on top of Spire right now, and he will meet his team on battlement, sitting on top of that little wall, so it's even harder for anyone to spam. But he will commit with... Who's he going with? He's torn. He's torn. He'll go with Enrith through the right-hand side. Stickies will slowly get cleared as they enter lobby, but in the meantime, Silvo has come up on his Uber, and there is a Pyro. Pyro is sitting there, looking to deny any Uber that comes through that top left side for Headcavers. And there are sticks on the right, so Hurts.
Oh my god, you're predicting the Poulsen bomb before he could even get out picked or and lower, so he has to immediately go back. So lovely prediction work there from Yule.
Yeah. Yes, definitely good hit. And Yule again!
Dork just sneaking in! Dork just running onto the point! He gets about 50% cap before they're able to notice him. iFell will clean him up and have even allowed Poulsen to come in and get down Redcoat and survive. He will get cleaned up by Bane, but
they've got
Dork
2 down.
Again taking that brilliant position. Yeah, they do lose. Oh, again, they a really heads-up play, because again, it means that Happy Feet, even if they got a couple of picks there, they really can't afford to ditch that loss. So lovely heads-up play there from Dork to capitalize on that that brief opening window when no one was paying attention to lower left.
Yeah, definitely. And I think the fact that Headcavers lost a second player, if they had lost only 1 player, I think they would have been more comfortable actually pushing into last. But the fact that, yeah, they lost that second player.
Oh my god, Hurts
Oh
on
my.
1 HP from a couple
Was that
of
a reflect?
horizontal... I think it was some horizontal rockets. I don't think it was a reflect. It was like beautifully shot rockets from Yule that kind of... Hurts kind of did the thing where you accidentally... I think it was the kind of thing he kind of accidentally strafed into it, thinking he was going to juke it.
Yeah.
But just managing to survive there as Enrif getting a bit caught out again. Oh, Yule actually has a chance to catch up Enrif, but no, he will jack
He's
up.
done it again.
Again, Dork getting up, but this time look, they lose their demo man, and that's a pretty big thing to lose. There we go. Hurts goes down, and this surely has to be Headcavers backing all the way out. Yeah, there we go. We see Poulsen will jump up onto Spy to try to at least buy some time, and no, they're actually staying a bit far forward here. Sam isn't fully shepherding Doge out, but they are moving back to Pride, and yeah, okay, they're gonna start retreating back around corner here.
Yeah, sitting back. They've got the players. Everyone did get. Oh, never mind. Everyone but Hurts got forward spawns, but Hurts is already. He can hit that fast roll out from the forward spawn in second or in Valley, but more stalemating. 2-0 up to Happy Feet. 10 minutes in.
We do have Poulsen and Dork in behind, and they're taking on Fane. Yeah, no, Fane. Fane had a fight with Poulsen before, so they definitely know Poulsen. I don't know they know Dork there.
Sam and Doge.
Sam and Doge just walk in. Fane does get a really early rocket in, which will force the Uber slightly early. Dork goes down as well. Poulsen goes down massively. There we go. Gets taken out by down. Sam will clean up Yule as some compromises. Hurts jumps in behind, but Sam goes down now.
Oh, he's on Spire.
Redcoat actually goes down. He gets 1 rocket onto Silver, but can't find the second as down again cleans him up. So some really nice wraparound players coming out from Headcavers, but through a combination of a bit of serendipitous luck and really nice team play around the medic, Happy Feet again come out of it really well, because Down and ISHO just shut down any and all aggression that might have been coming in.
Yeah, Fane, massive bomb in, will land on Pride Rock and continue to go back onto the Spire, bringing some players back. Which, wait, oh, no, he actually landed on it.
Yeah, he did follow up, and as we see that, Poulsen jumps in, gets 1 rocket onto Silvo, but isn't able to clean up. Silvo will surf down onto that low ground. Hurts goes down as well. Sam trying to see if he can clean up Yule, but overextends and gets kicked up by iShell. So again, another terrible situation. It's just Enrif and Doge coming in. Yule and iShell and Redcoat all combine to get those final 2 frags. Beautiful teamwork on the side of Happy Feet, and surely they have this round all tied up.
Well,
but then haven't even got second yet, but it looks like they will catch Poulsen off guard. Is Poulsen there? Okay, Poulsen finally dies, but I mean, I guess they bought a bit of time, but I mean, you know, 100% Uber disad.
Yeah, here it comes. The heavy. He's gonna get chased into spawn. Pyro will die very early, and you've got no one out of spawn right now.
Yeah, they had nothing. Defending point is, as I say that, Sam comes in, but Down and Silvo will jump back onto the point, and again, it all comes back down to the scout hero of Happy Feet, iShell and Down, just doing all the work imaginable, and off of a couple of weird overcommitting players from Headcavers, they capitulate and drop another round.
So this is an interesting spot. Redcoat getting very aggressive, and will just get walked out by Dork again. Dork will get found under the point by 2 players as Fane's gone into house. I don't think... he will get spotted by Hurts and get chased. He will die as Silvo goes down to Poulsen as well. Very nice play. But you've got the last 3 remaining players. Down Aisho and Yule, they're going
down
for
gets
Doge.
hyped as soon as he walks
And,
through that gate there, and there we go. Lovely clean up by Hertz at the end of that fight. And finally, not only did Headcavers win a mid, they win it as comprehensively as I think they have all series so far, really.
Yeah, full Uber, pretty much a wipe. Actually, yeah, no, never mind, it was a complete wipe. So they will look at taking lobby here. And this is their chance. They can get on the board, second round in the series to the 6 that Happy Feet have gotten across this map, as they did win that first map 3-1 for anyone joining us. That was Process. And yeah, 16 minutes left in Pro Lane's full Uber advantage. They might want to look at taking this in from us.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they do. They lead on Sam, but Down is doing a fantastic work on Pyro, gets the Uber about 50% done, and Doge does get knocked off into that low ground. Yule juggling him in for a few seconds. Yule doing fantastic work on this low ground, despite being on only a slither of health, completely turns all the attention of Headcavers. So the combination of Down, Pyro, and Yule does as much work as you could possibly want. Vayne just fighting off Paulson on the side here, Paulson having to retreat, and yeah, that's about as good of a last defense as you can hope without actually killing the opposition medic.
Yeah, Doge jumped and he got blasted.
We have Hertz on Spy, so that's
okay. I like myself some Hertz Spy, I'm not gonna lie.
He's walking his way into lobby now, and yep, no one from Happy Feet were in a position to see that, so he has managed to at least for now get his way into cleanly, all the way in lower. Oh my god!
I don't think he saw it.
No,
he didn't see it.
Vayne happened to serendipitously shoot a rocket the second node comes in, but there we go.
Yeah.
Yule notices, hears that little uncloak sound, immediately bodies Hurts. But in saying that, you know, they gave time for Doge to get his Uber back up, so I mean, I guess it's fine, but if you're Happy Feet, you probably don't care that much given the position you're in right now.
But you never know. I mean, here's the thing, Happy Feet, they've definitely seemed the stronger team in all of it, but, there is a but. They can definitely start losing this. Headcavers, these players are so good. Right, it's the smallest mistakes that have been going in the favor of Happy Feet that have led them to this scoreline in both maps. And I think, you know, if Headcavers, they realize that and make a concerted effort to just not make those small mistakes. And when I say small, they really are small. Things like that. You know, like,
yeah, stuff like Enrif going down, which lets them out of the position to be aggressive there. Is Down, I don't know what you're doing. I don't... I mean, again, it doesn't matter. Oh no, it does matter because your medic uses. Okay, that's questionable from Happy Feet. What are you doing, buddies? As Paulson's just gonna jump his way up to upper lobby along with Dork, and oh, that was. This is one of those opportunities.
Yeah, one of those small mistakes. Yule will get quite aggressive. Enrith, please do not die again.
They're getting.
They're so low.
Red Coat and Yule almost picked them off there.
Enrith, he needs healers.
Oh, Paulson coming in behind Yule. Okay. Really good opening point from Paulson, who almost kills himself. Yeah, you have to push, like, now. Silver on a 80% Uber, and they have the Pyro, and they have the Engineer. It has to be now. Sam leading in the Uber. They get the Pyro out of the way. He actually drops down. They get to the center ground. Sam and his scout partner will just run point. There we go. Silver not even given the opportunity to come in, and lovely work by Sam and Dork, who just realized that fighting wasn't the thing to do there. Just get that capture point time, and suddenly out of a bizarre Pyro and Uber use out of Happy Feet, they give Headcavers their first round of Badlands. It's now 3-1.
I was here when Happy Feet made the mistake, and will they make more? Redcoat, he's decided to not go across the point this time. Yule Down will trade for Hertz and Dork.
I don't know how Doge was able to surf that so well and survive. Vayne had like the perfect bomb onto him.
Redcoat does. He's so alone here. He'll try and get some damage, and we'll end up getting nothing.
He's still alive.
He's one health. Come on,
Sam. What are you? Okay.
There we go. There we go. He did it.
Let's just say Sam was delaying his spawn there. Let's just say it was that, because Redcoat did not deserve to survive on red HP, on lower ground, on Badlands mid as a demo man for that long.
Yeah, definitely, and we do have even Ubers. Doge, he's climbing Spire. The spam has gone away. Both teams getting it now. Is hey. They're pushing last again. They won another mid. They've pushed it into a lobby hole. They took the trade last time. They figured out how they could get in and break this off-class setup. The Pyro Engineer, very strong on Badlands. Every door is a small door to push. And when you've got a gun and a Pyro, it's very hard to get in no matter what your Uber situation is.
Dork again going for the thing he's done all game so far, just going straight up the
point.
And not only does he get time, he actually manages to work with Paulson to get that spam off to kill Yule. So, again, it's a bit of an opening, but you really need scouts here pushing onto Badlands last just because of the Pyro factor. So again, it's probably going to be a reset as Hertz is taking a fair bit of damage, so we'll have to back up to his medic, and yeah, I think it's just going to reset a bit for now.
And the reflecting hurts. So much damage, so little time to avoid. He will fall after he tries to get into a spot to spam the gun. Now, you see, that's what I kind of want them to be doing now. I want them to try and spam the gun. It isn't a very difficult spot to spam, I'll give them that, but, like, they need to get something. There's 10 minutes left, it's 3-1. We saw how slow these teams can play it. Headcavers, you're in a position to actually do something. You can get around, you can push something. Even if it's a trade, they need to break this stalemate.
I also really, I mean, on the flip side, I want to see Fane guarding this lower left a lot more fierce. In fact, he actually has a couple of prediction rockets onto Dork. He almost managed to time him out as Fane was going back into spawn there. And yeah, okay, Fane really is kind of cottoned on to what's going on now. And Dork's not going to be able to get that easy passage in, as we're seeing some nice damage come out by Yule as well, which is just halting anything Headcavers can think to do right now, as Paulson's just kind of shooting rockets into no man's land at this point.
Yeah, and this is the thing with Badlands Last. It's very difficult to push out of, but arguably it's almost harder to push into, as Hertz will die again.
Dork's being really aggressive to try to take down Fane, but will back out at the same time.
Down's getting silly with the Pyro. Get out of lobby, buddy. Just stop.
Yeah, you literally, I mean, that end of Uber use kind of lost you your last round. Just play passively. You're in a fantastic position right now. You're up by 2 rounds with 10 minutes left. Just wait for Headcavers to make a mistake.
It's 9 minutes. You can play Pyro for 9 minutes. It's okay.
Well, I mean, it would drive anyone to insanity. They're going to be aggressive.
Okay. No, okay. I thought Fane was playing Spy, and I was so scared. Double soldier in.
Paulson's managed to jump his way in and gets denied once, gets denied twice, then gets denied by the sentry gun. I love the idea of what him and Hertz are doing. That kind of dual soldier coming in from bottom there, as Fane is going to jump his way in and get some nice surf.
Why did Down come out on Spy? Why is he out on Spy? Guys, you know what? You could probably push this. Like, if you peeked this with a scout instead of a Spy, you could, like, take a fight on second or do something.
On one hand, Down has arguably been the MVP of the match so far.
He's gonna uncloak
But
in front of
also,
someone.
what the fuck is this?
He's just gonna... Don't.
Down.
No.
Down. What are you doing?
No.
Down.
Don't get away from the shot. Good.
Down. Bad Down.
Get back and spawn. Go to forward spawn and change, please. They're gonna push.
Paulson and Hertz are doing this dual soldier thing from bottom left coming in,
but
at the same time, Fane absolutely predicts
it. No!
Paulson actually comes in for free, and they get dodged. What the fuck?
Why? Why does that work? Stop it down.
What the...
Here's the thing. I can't blame Headcavers. Sure, they had no idea. Why would Down be on Spy there? It makes very little sense. Everett will try and get a force, but he'll fail. Sam, hello. Sam, this might be it. Sam against Fane. It's on last. He can just play the point. The spawns are very slowly coming.
Down just respawns in the nick of time. Okay, I mean, I gotta be honest, I was not watching Down for that because I was watching the really lovely dual soldier aggression coming out from Headcavers on that bottom right-hand corner when Paulson and Hertz got completely denied, and at the same time they got denied. Apparently Down just... The 1 second I move off his fucking camera, it does that.
He just walked in silver, eating a lot of damage.
Yeah,
but they're 2 players on the last now. 2 players versus Fate. They should not be losing this at all. Paulson, he won't be on. Oh my god, Yule! Mr. Yule!
Oh my god, Fane. I mean, you can't discredit what Fane did there. Fane did so much. Oh my god, Redcoat actually getting a really nice pill off onto Sam, but will get caught out. What the fuck is happening? Silverdog is gonna get caught out by Hertz! Silverdog, no, what the...
What are you doing?
Lives. He lives!
He hasn't used!
He lives!
He'll finally use! I want
Michael.
off Mr. Happy Feet's wild ride, please.
Michael, I'm gonna step away from Mike. Just talk for like 30 seconds, please.
What is happening here? We've got the Ubers trading. Well, not even trading. No. God, Uber was used on last by Silver. They're trying to take Spy, but you've got Doge and Dork, along with the rest of their combo of Head Cave coming through. They'll lose Hertz and Enrith, and Doge has to catch up with Dork. They're just running in the last 3 minutes. They need something to happen. Dork, he'll get a kill on the Feint.
Aisha
will be brought to point.
But he gets straight down.
That's the one they win.
That's the one they win.
What?
No, Michael, that round happened. Head Cave has won it. Let's move on. We won't talk about it. There is 6 minutes 30.
Yeah, Head Cave has won
6 minutes 30 seconds left. It is suddenly 3-2. How that 3-2 happened? Who cares?
Yeah,
it's 3-2.
Yeah, 3-1 plus 1. That last round didn't. So we do have some aggression. Yule, he has taken a lot of damage early on in the mid. He'll get cleaned up.
Paulson coming up behind Silver. He misses his first rocket. He gets the second rocket. Silver just surfs with enough HP to survive. Oh, Paulson really beefed that first rocket. He could have had a fairly easy KO there, as Hertz will hide in-house here, so trying to do what he can.
He doesn't get checked right away. He'll fight Feint and trade. Okay,
yeah, there we go.
That's
Soldier
fine.
Special.
Yeah, both of them are happy with that. Sam's coming a little hard and trying. Oh, hello. They want to trade here. They want to trade this. Yule does fall down.
Yeah, Dork with a really nice work on the flank there. So again,
hello, Paulson. He's so far in with Dork. They're both so far in, getting damage onto Silver. As you've got Sam and Dork, Sam and Doge rather. They are through. Does get disconnected though. Sam will get the final flash at the end.
Paulson coming in late. He's jumping onto the enemy train and drawing eyes, so it's enough for his team to come in, but he will get taken out by Dame, which allows Feint to jump in and just do a ton of damage. Doge will be able to easily surf it out. But again, that bomb from Feint, absolutely crucial there in giving his team the space to do. Down, who was in behind that entire time, will take an Enrith, and fantastic team play coming out from Happy Feet to win that post-Uber trade.
And they're in a good spot here. They're already in last, but with all of the spawners coming up, they're in a tough spot here, making them fall onto the ground. Even Silver recognized that's what he needs to do, and that's 4-2 in favor.
Yeah, and 4 minutes left. Again, that first round get taken by Happy Feet, and that last round fairly rapid fashion, and Head Cavers need to do something similar right now, because otherwise they're going into week 1 playoffs in second seed.
Yeah, it is possible. 2 minutes around, you can take it to Golden Cap. It's even possible because it's bad like to win, but Head Cave.
That's not the start you need.
Mints.
Oh, red coat.
No. Was that a 2-for-1?
That was lovely. Paulson gets
Silver? Okay.
Oh my
Again,
god.
He just took no damage. He literally was just WASD in front of Dork, and he couldn't get hit.
I feel I feel bad for Paulson this series, because there has been many times where he has been about to what looks like a really nice jump get off and immediately gets prediction rocket. And why haven't they capped mid yet?
They're just leaving it.
They're just
for down. I don't even think I think it's honestly better in this situation to get the forward hold up, or like get second presence up. But you could have just left Aisho there.
Yeah, I think they're at the point where they're just toying with them.
Yeah,
now.
I mean, look, 3 minutes left. I mean, hey, look, if they want to wait and make this a 5-2, I'll be happy with that prediction. We've got a bit of a forward hold going. Second is getting capped. Hertz will try and get some spam, but end up getting, I don't think, any damage. Maybe 1 rocket. And I think, yeah, look, Happy Feet, they're happy to just sit here. Wait a minute. If they wait a minute and then push and botch the last push, doesn't matter. They've won it. If they can sit here for a minute and have won the game.
Yeah, even.
And you can see Head Cavers, they're coming in. They need to do something.
Really nice Uber coming out from Sam. Immediately takes down Feint, but has to drop down. Gets Yule as well, but at the same time,
Doge, goodbye.
The rest of her. Oh, Redcoat. Oh my god. Silver flashes Redcoat at literally the last frame before he probably would have died now. I shall clean Dork as well, and there we go. 5-2. Isn't that what you predicted?
That 5-2 is what I predicted. In favor of
no more rounds.
No more rounds, please. I was so close. If they didn't have that silly round at the very end of process, I would have gotten that one right as well. I said 2-1, it was 3-1.
Yeah, you also didn't give a a winner for that map.
Look, because I actually didn't know.
Yeah, okay,
but
that's
look,
fair.
look.
Red coat? Sorry,
Okay.
can we get on the red coat cam right now? Because he keeps going for cadus bombs, and I'm really in love with it right now. Oh, he's going. He's been trying both maps to get a. I mean, you'll end up getting the frag there, but you gotta feel for red coat. It was so close.
He had the opportunity.
And again, they will win mid. I say they. Happy Feet
yeah.
will win mid fight out of this because, yeah, we're in that good old garbage time now. And red coat. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's why he was jumping dumbly. He's on the sticky jumper. I thought, wow, he's just wasting a lot of HP unnecessarily. No, he's going for the cadus jumps without any of the risk involved.
Yeah. Oh, look at him. He's going again. He's so far in. He just goes.
Oh, he gets first pipe. Again,
Hello,
he really
Sam.
needs to work on his whole second pipe game.
Yeah, really. You know, the first one's okay, but unless you've got someone else in with you, it doesn't matter.
Hurt's gone in for a big boy bomb, but Yule will clean him up as Paulson and Dork looks like they want to fight, but down cleans up Enrith. Paulson again, and Dork just get monstered by Ishell. Sam will get a lovely little dome on that as Hurts throws out that GG. We knew that about a minute and a half ago, a bit longer, but still.
It's official.
We are well and truly done, and with that, Happy Feet are gonna go into the upper playoff round against the team they're versing right now, Headcavers, with first seed, so you know they get a bit of that pick ban advantage, and you know they got to be feeling pretty confident on both Process and Badlands if they were maps that you know they might consider.
Yeah.
Oh no, you was gonna get the cap. It's gonna completely ruin your prediction.
No!
That is a 6-2, folks, and
God damn it, yo!
Oof.
It was so close.
As the kids say.
Man, I was one round off both times. I'm normally so off, man. I was feeling it tonight, and then they just go on and throw it away my dream. Last minute rounds both times. God damn it. Let's take a look at the log.
I mean, what's jumping out at me is, again, you know, the last kind of 2 minutes, we can kind of, it's hard to properly assess stats from something like this. First thing I'm going to say, Silvo actually getting less deaths than Doge. 5 to 6. Again, kind of hard to tell what was going on in that last round. What stands out for me is a 4.0 KAD for Ishell, who, again, him and Down, they were the difference makers on both maps.
I think so.
I think the rest of the teams were fairly well matched. For the most part, maybe, you know, a slight advantages back and forth on most of the combat classes. And again, that's not to discredit Sam or Dork. Dork in particular, I think, had a really underrated game for out of that. I don't think we gave him enough plaudits throughout, but I shall, and I think Down will probably be my my man of the match in particular.
Down did pretty well, honestly. Redcoat on that second map, like, he did so much damage. He did 347 DPM.
Oh wow!
Barely any of that came, like none of that came from that last round.
Yeah, that wasn't garbage time.
Yeah, like in the last round, he hit 300 damage. Whatever, you know, like take the 300 damage away, he's just below 10k damage. So I mean, still well above 300 DPM. Really, just, I mean, it was a much faster map, and when you're on demo, on the winning team on Badlands, you just kind of get damage because every time, especially towards the end there, when Headcavers needed to make those pushes, they were just walking into stickies. Badlands is such a tight map. Every push is a choke. There's nothing open to walk through unless you're going Valley, in which case you're just going to get double bumped and die, which is why we didn't see it at all in that game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he did a lot of damage. Enrith sub 200, 193, having a bit of a rough one. But I don't think that's this time. I think Enrith played fine. It was just that his team was kind of not winning the fights, which you need to happen for your demo to be put into a good position.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I also, I want to give a bit of a shout out to Fane, who again didn't have a bad map one, but I think was probably the most quiet player in the server, and that's kind of been his role on Happy Feet for most of the season, is just kind of do a lot of the dirty work. Again, that's not to take away from him. He's been a terrific player, but he is not going to be the one who is kind of making the flashing plays or being the one to kind of lift his team to glory. He put up a really solid performance on map 2, getting a 1.2 KD. I think it was sub 1 on the first map, so he lifted his game as well. Again, a bit easier to do when your team's kind of in a more comfortable position and you're winning rounds with a bit more ascendancy, but I think him and Yul really teamed up pretty well on that second map as well. And yeah, like you said, I think Redcoat did brilliantly, Silver again did brilliantly, but happy that you can't really criticize any player on that team in any meaningful way.
And look, also, honestly, I think the little bit of delaying that they managed to do in that second round that Headcavers won, like just the failed the failed back cap after the failed back cap, those two in particular, it honestly bought enough time to make those last rounds to the point where Happy Feet won, you know? Like, it was about a minute of faffing about of Spy to last, Soldier to last, Soldier to last, and that one rocket that Thane hit just kind of, it like, Dork was standing on the point, Thane hit a splash rocket that I don't think would have killed Dork, but it spooked him, and he ran the other way, he ran off of the point, didn't stay on it, and it lost, it didn't get them that cap. They won the round eventually, but they won the round 30 seconds later. And when you're 1 round behind, 30 seconds is a lot, especially considering what happened in the immediate mid after, and, you know, they went and rolled 3 rounds in 6 minutes. But it can be a big difference, especially from the way that you approach it. You know, we saw in that, what round was it? I think it was the second to last round. I think it was the second to last round, the one that ended 5-2. Like, you just saw Headcavers, they just Ubered out of last. They took a solo on Sam out of last. They were forced to do that. They had barely any time left. 30 seconds in a position like that is enough to, like, even have a very brief discussion. You know, like, 10 seconds, figure out what you're doing, what the game plan is. If it doesn't work, so be it. But you can get a bit more of a concrete plan instead of solo Sam out bats. And that's what they did. It didn't work. Who knows if they could have come up with something that worked and swung the game in their favor. But just, yeah, look, honestly, it's just clean TF2. Happy Feet, for the most part, they play really clean TF2. Take advantage of small mistakes. And that's what they did tonight. They've secured themselves, as you said, top seed.
Yeah, with that, I think we may be wrapping up the night. So, any closing thoughts from you, Michael?
I can't wait to see these teams play next week. Hopefully on different maps. Hopefully. I have a feeling we might see one of them. We might see. It wouldn't surprise me if we see Badlands get banned. Yeah. Process might get floated as like a third map, because it normally does. It's just the map that everyone is comfortable on, and anyone can pull out plays in playoffs. So
yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah, so on that note, again, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. This was our final cast of the regular season. I don't think we have any high games.
Premier?
For Prem, do we have any high games this week?
I know there's...
We may be bringing you a cast. So this is our final Prem game of the cast of the season. We may be bringing you a high cast tomorrow night, so keep your eyes out for that. But again, coming from next week, we'll try to be bringing you as much OZfortress Season 28 playoff action as possible. Obviously, the focus, as always, will be on Prem, but we'll be trying to give you coverage across the divisions as much as we can, so keep your eyes peeled, and we hopefully will have a lot of content coming your way. I've been Fozzlm. On the mic with me tonight has been Michael, and we've had Connor on production. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
See ya.